It's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that matters. Oh, the Greek philosopher Epictetus said this in 50 AD, and that quote has been circling around for years and years by so many other people. Yeah, because really, life throws us inspiring, creative experiences all day long that are spontaneous. Ooh, and it's not what happens to us so much as how we respond or react to it. Thank you, Epictetus, for that quote. We're going to do a reading that relates to this because it doesn't matter what happens to us in relationships or what happens to us on a day-to-day basis with the people and the situations around us. No, it doesn't matter what happens to us. What matters is how we respond or react to it. And let's take a look at this little reading. This is going to enlighten your day. You'll get a better handle on how to deal with the things that happen to us, the things that happen to you, if you move beyond the illusion of life. What's that all about? Super simple. The illusion of life that this card is suggesting is that we start off like a caterpillar and we turn into a butterfly. Now, if we're a caterpillar, we're still kind of like children in the world, where we still look at things as black and white, good and evil, up and down, fighting and separation. Ooh, kind of like a little bit of a judgment. And as we're doing all that separation, we're feeling oppressed, we're feeling like people are doing things to us, that life is doing something to us, and it sucks. Ooh, and it does suck at times. When we're a caterpillar, we got to do a lot of work, moving our little legs, takes so long to do stuff. We're all fragile. We might get stepped on as a caterpillar. Ouch. So we want to know that when we are in this stage where we are first children and we're just learning about this world, learning about what things are, we have people naming stuff all around us. They point to things. They say butterfly, they say color blue, they say eyes, they say nose and mouth. Ooh, they say ABCs. Before you know it, we're spelling stuff. We learn how to name things around us. And eventually, that illusion of casting spells or words onto the things around us becomes our belief system. Oh, all of a sudden, we notice the world is a ball of separation. Ooh, that's a road, that's a car. Ooh, that's a tree. Oh, yeah, don't drive into that tree when you're driving your car, right? Stay on the road. It's bad to drive your car off the road and into that tree. It's wrong to run the red light. Ooh, we have laws down here. This is all very good. But all of these names, these labels, these words have caused a possibility of separation. Now, this isn't a bad thing. It allows us to operate really well in the world so that we can drink from a cup and not from the toilet, because we recognize the difference between the two. Now, we want to move, though, up and beyond the illusion of this world so that we don't get trapped into that little war of all of these opposing things, all of this variety of separate things that are in the world for us to make use of. And that's what it really means to grow out of the caterpillar and blossom into the butterfly, is to move beyond the illusion that the words are permanent, that the words are actually the things that we're experiencing. We don't want to put a lot of weight in the words. We just want to hold them loosely, flutter with them like a butterfly. No, the words are just little pointers, just little guideposts sending us into a new question of why and how and who and what might be. Ooh, we use the things around us as building blocks to be able to have creative ideas, to be able to go into our intuition space. That's what this shows in the Beyond Illusion card. So now it's not so much what's happening to us. It's going to be more about how we take the things that are happening and we interpret them with our intuition, our third eye space, our butterfly light inner awareness or consciousness. Ooh, we're more than just a mortal being. We're something out of this world. We've grown up from a little caterpillar, blossomed into a butterfly, boy and girl. Aw, we're having a grand old time, rising above the world. The things that happen to us don't matter so much as our response and reaction to define the world. We'll say what is okay and what doesn't matter. We're going to go higher. We can take a lot. We know it's not personal when we're living the spiritual rainbow sacred journey of this world. So look at who we really are. Are we really a limited self in this world that has got to try to keep things the same? No. We're more of this weird little creature that is abstract and creative. We're more of these little data points of our sacred journey that we are on throughout our day-to-day life. In a way, we're really born as a caterpillar that was destined to change, go into a chrysalis of, ouch, this world hurts. Oh, it's so dark here. This sucks, all the separation. Why won't they do what I want them to do? Why are they doing that to me? These matters are hurting. I don't like it at all. Put me inside a dark room, the chrysalis, the fall. And then we go in and we realize who we really are as this spiritual being, as this consciousness, as this butterfly. We get beyond the illusion that things are going to stay the same. It's not what happens to us, it's how we respond or react. Because we're going to be able to embrace it as change. Embrace it as just a little point of data along the sacred journey of our never slowing down, never stopping life unfolding, world spinning. So don't hold on, flap your wings, be a butterfly. Hey, be one that sings. What am I really doing when I'm singing? I'm moving the light. I'm not stopping. No, I'm going somewhere else where I have no idea what I'm about to say. I'm letting that little brainstorm, there's my head, and there's the brainstorm of blue and indigo, communication, words, creative connections, creative inspirations that I'm using and allowing to flow on my butterfly song of describing the card, the world. So look, I'm making matters by using my inner light of words and descriptions and my emotional flow. I'm making believe what things mean so that things that come and actually happen to me, it's up to me to respond with my conscious butterfly wing beliefs and to use my consciousness, my spiritual awareness, and all of the words and the language and the things I've already known. We need to use those things to describe the world that's happening here and now in a way that is whoa, goody good. In a way that is meeting our preferences, in a way that is moving us forward, or unhooking us from dependencies, or unlocking us from limitations. Because again, it's not what happens to us, it's how we respond or react to it. And you're always going to be able to use your words to be able to deal with the meaning of things. And you're always going to be able to use your passion, your that light, that interest, that heartbeat of serenity song that's moving through you to be able to face the world in a wise, feminine, divine feminine, wise, emotional, embracing way. Look, we are light that is not defined. So these words or these matters that happen to us throughout the day, they're not even in a dimension where we are. They're not even really in the spiritual story that we live in. This is why it's so important to get past that butterfly, to get past that caterpillar stage and to move up into our butterfly spiritually awakened space. And if you haven't shifted your identity from a limited self, or the caterpillar, to a spiritual being, or the butterfly, a consciousness, an awareness, an observer that's living inside of your personal life. Some people in the Bible, they call it the Christ within. You could also just call it the universe or the God source or whatever you want to call it. God consciousness, whatever you want to call it. That is the butterfly body that we want to adopt. And only you can make the choice to do that. And only people like myself and others around us can describe it in ways to point towards it with words. We don't literally mean that you're going to be a butterfly, but we do metaphorically or spiritually. We are describing a place, that we can't touch with our fingers. It's beyond the mortal physical world. It's somewhere outside. Like Jesus said, yo, my kingdom, it's not of this world. It's beyond the illusion of the little boys and girls stage that we were in when they taught us all the words and they pointed to all the things. And they told us that this is a good thing and this is a bad thing. That you need to sift through everything to decide good versus evil. Ooh, but with that type of duality going on, we're doomed because we are stuck inside of a rock and a hard place, our chrysalis, this world, because anywhere we turn, we're not really sure if it's going to be good or evil, and that creates a lot of fear and a lot of stress. It drives us out of our mind. We're going to fail the test. We can't get it together when we rely on this world. We have to get beyond the matter and take it into our own hands. Let go of yourself. Let go of the shadow. Let go of the ego, the old idea you. Let go of the boy or girl that you were once born as. Let go of it all and come up where we can flutter and fly beyond this dark world, outside of the chrysalis of day-to-day life. It's not what happens to us here in this world. It is how we react or respond or define it or interact with it. Ooh, and remember this, everything that is happening is just flowing light, packing light. Boom, 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 bring, more, light to my day. By having people and situations around us move and express and share, even if they're sharing negatively, they're still expressing light. It's still popping out. Oh, look at that little mystic butterfly that we want to shout about. Make sure that you recognize yourself now in the mirror. How can it come out like this? It's so beautiful. The cards are a reflection of what we're talking about. When you live beyond the illusion, that's what I'm finding out. When I'm living beyond the illusion, come on. When I live beyond the illusion, I get into that identity of spirit or consciousness or awareness. This is simple self and awareness combined. Then that light or third eye awakens. We realize we exist outside of our limited world. And that's why it doesn't matter so much what happens to us. It's how we respond to it. Because, and if you've listened this long, here's the big idea. When you become the butterfly, you get to decide what things mean. And when you use your heart mind, your third eye, your words that you have within you, and you describe and define and tell a passionate story, you make a mirror reflection of what you want to see come to pass. Oh my God, it's so good. Nothing can stop you. What would? There's only one power, God, source, universe. It's all one thing. And it is alive and well and living in you as you. It's one big God, one big light, one big source, one electricity, one power company that is fueling all of the appliances in the city. Ooh, one power, one source, one light, one you, one winner, one no enemies. Let's go. So share your gifts, share yourself, share that unique person that you are in the world. Bring yourself from your conscious butterfly space. Bring yourself to share with others. That way, you're going to be packing the world with new data, new things that they can play around with, like this video. This video is brand new for you. Ooh, and it's playing by mixing in as another wing of a butterfly that is colorizing some of your data, some of your memories, some of your ideas, some of your thoughts. That's why this reading and all of my readings and everything that's happening, by the way, is all personal to you. It's all a personal reading. Every reading is personal when we're talking about being a spiritual person. And you want to be that. We want to let go of the old childish ways of thinking this world is against us. It's not. What's against us is our own ideas that there could be something against us. We want to surrender that. I want to surrender to non-action. What's that? That's neutrality. Surrender to no action, to the neutral zone, to the place where we don't have to operate in the world. We'll operate up here in our secret place where we define things, where we tell ourselves that story, and then we will take that motive, that inspiration, that interpretation, and then we will take actions on it in the world. So we really are that unicorn up here. We really are that butterfly. And really the action to take is to not fix anybody, to not go against anybody, to just reflect back to people what you hear them saying. Non-action. Oh, what I hear you saying is people that don't have any hair are ugly. Ooh, somebody called me ugly because I didn't have any hair. Oh, what do I give a crap? I'm living beyond my matters of life. It's not what happens to me. It's how I react or respond. Ooh, and I'm going to respond by mirroring them back and saying, what I hear you saying is you prefer men with a full head of H-A-I-R. Whoa, wow, wow. Thank you for sharing that with me. It's so cool that you were so comfortable in being honest with me about your true thoughts and feelings, even though you know I don't have any hair and I might take it personally. Oh, but I don't, because I don't care, because I'm awake and I'm living out here, out there, in the land of spiritual awakening. So, there it is again. Just grab onto your passion. Grab onto your true interests. Be your true self in the world. Find out what you love to do. Me, I love reading cards. I just do. I love talking with people. One-on-one communication. I love life coaching. I'm not really a coach. I'm just somebody who can speak with someone else and we can build together and see things in new ways. I like sharing my gifts with others and having them share theirs with me. I like that passionate land that we can all be a part of. So just find what your passion is. Look at this. Surrender to your passion. It's from a different deck of cards. Find your passion. Find what you love. Find what gives you the joy, gets you up in the morning, keeps you up late at night. The things that you really feel that you've been in tune with your whole life. That you just feel like, you know what? I ought to be doing A, B, C, and D. For me, it was always being creative, being an artist, talking about things in a creative way, going with metaphors, going with associations. For me, it's all about personal growth. For me, it's all about constant change. For me, it's all about spirituality, card reading. This is the stuff I love. Ooh, it's so good. And I can share my passion. I can share my gifts. And other people will pick up on bits and pieces that they can use from the little picnic table that we share, the little picnic blanket. And they can incorporate some of that into their own life. And as a result, I do the same thing with everyone I meet, everyone I talk with, everyone I play with, everyone who's around me. We have interactions that are outside of this world, where we don't have any expectations of each other, where we're able to just work on that inner vision space. And really, that's what this reading is concluding with. I can't even say the guy's name. Epictetus. I'll have to look it up again. I forgot it. He said the inner vision really is the thing. It's not what happens to us. It's how we respond or react. And the way to have meaningful responses and reactions is to be able to identify as that spiritual being beyond the illusion, waking up spiritually. A lot of my videos on this channel titled Identity Repositioning, Shift Your Identity, Identity Repositioning, Spiritual Awakening. These videos will help to point towards what it might look like to recognize what it looks like to be awake spiritually, to be living as consciousness. My free course, Teach Self-Awareness, on my website, that also is a very easy way to recognize your identity as a spirit, as a consciousness. And then you can separate yourself from your awareness, be reborn in a way, born in spirit, like the Bible might say. It's really just accepting awareness and recognize it as an actual living part of us. Then you'll be able to use your inner vision, represented by this. You'll be that dual being. Look, here's the spirit. This bird represents the spirit. This mortal part represents the self. There I am. the spirit and the self combined into one being that can then come into the world, that can then surrender or give up their passions, find their passions, and then give it up to the world as they tell their storybook to the people that are put in front of them, to be able to share their gifts of what they truly want to do in this world, what they truly feel called to do, so that they can be that mystic butterfly, that strange creative being that we all are, that light in the world that is a little different from all the rest. Like snowflakes, no two butterflies are identical. Look at the patterns on their wings. That's all of the data from our childhood and our teenage years, all of our words and our good versus bads that we have felt and thought about and reacted to, all the stuff that happened to us that made matters for the first half of our life. Now we get to live as that spread open winged caterpillar that found its flight. Whoa, yeah, we're gonna go visit other caterpillars and be like, oh, don't worry, it's gonna get better when you let go of yourself. When you let go of yourself, let it all go and move towards that immaculate light within that you are. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. You've got to move the notification bell if you haven't yet, so that you get notified of daily readings. I'm going to bring a lot of light everywhere I go because it feels so good to let it out, to let it show. We don't have to worry about matters that are happening to us. It's all going to be okay. It all is okay. And we are responding and reacting better and better every single day. Take care, friends. I'll see you tomorrow.